Hi lovelies, welcome to Managing My Money with Rosa. Today I am going to stuff my husband's first check for the month of March. If you're new here, welcome! Thanks so much for stopping by. If you would please hit that subscribe button down below. If you guys want notifications when my next video posts, make sure you hit that bell. And please, everyone, if you would hit that like button, that would help so much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them, put them down below. If you have any comments on anything, I would love to hear it. Or any suggestions on how I can improve, I would love to hear those. So, as my husband gets paid, we fill in our cash funds, a couple of sinking funds, and then I set a little bit aside for savings challenges. So I always like to get started with my cash funds. We are going to start with fast food. Sometimes there is money left in here, there's money left in here, sometimes there is not, and that's okay. So for fast food, I've got $12. I'm going to actually set this to the side because I'm going to do something with it in a little bit. Fast food gets $100. We are going to spend it. If we're going to spend it, I try to make a point to have it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I try to make a point to have it. No point in pulling it from somewhere else if you know you're going to splurge. Depends on the week. Some weeks we eat out once a week. Some weeks we eat out, honestly, 3 times a week. Just depends on what's going on in life, who's working what shift, what's going on with after school activities, what's going on with my job. Just a whole lot of stuff will determine whether or not we eat out or not. Gas, this is strictly for my vehicle. This gets, empty, $50 every 2 weeks. I think I'm gonna have to up this to 60 because of gas prices, but we're gonna keep trying that 50 and see where we can go from there. Groceries gets $200 every time my husband gets paid. Most of the time we go through it, we did not. I still actually have 100, yay! Just means that when I go grocery shopping again, I have more money to spend. Yay! Love spending money, and this helps me spend it. Our youngest gets an allowance. If you've been around, I have a saying, he doesn't do much, he doesn't get much. So he gets a $10 allowance, empty. We hold on to it for 3 different pays. When there's $30 in here, we divvy it up. 10 goes into his savings account, 10 goes into his checking account, and 10 goes into his brokerage so that he can work on investing. Paper products this time is going to get $25. It fluctuates between $20 and $25 just depending on what's going on and everything. Oh, as I throw it at myself. Sorry about that. There is money in here. I know that I am in need of shopping very soon. I'm about out of laundry detergent. That's not cool. Have to be able to do some laundry, so definitely going to be spending some of this soon. I decided quite some time ago to keep my paper products and my toiletries, which we'll get to in a minute, separate from my groceries because my husband, I'd come home from grocery shopping, he's like, Rosa, how much do you spend on groceries? And I'd say, well, I spent $180, but 20 of that was toilet paper and paper towels and this and that. He's like, no, just groceries. What'd you spend? So I've started to keep them separate so that I could give him that number. Pet, we have an itty bitty dog who does not eat much, so I put $10 in. This $10 also helps pay for bird feed. Look, I've even got a 5 in there. Yay! But I do know it's about time to get snacks for the dog and almost time for bird food, so that'll disappear very quickly. Our cash, I like to put $25 into my envelope so that when I would like to go do something, I've got some money. I've got 20, 30, 40, 50 in here right now. 75. Probably time for me to go spend some money on something that I don't need, but I want. And that's the whole purpose of this, is that stuff that I want. The RV always gets one nice, crisp $100 bill. There is money in here, which tells me it is time to go make an RV payment. I will take care of that very soon. The RV payment is like $170, almost $180. Because of that, every time it gets to $200, I then go make a payment on the RV. And And toiletries is going to get $15. 15. I know that I am close to needing some stuff for the bathroom, so definitely. And I'm actually going to take this 10 over here, and I'm going to break it up into 2 5s. I was waiting until I could finally find an envelope that could give me 2 5s to change that out. So $71. Closing that up. And those are my cash funds that are going to get stuffed. And the rest of this will go into my sinking funds. Now, I started sinking funds and cash funds about a year ago. Up to that point, I had always just left the money after the bills in the account and we just kind of spent it, and I never knew where it ended up. Since moving to cash funds, I feel like I have a better idea of what's going on with my money. In the beginning, when I first saw sinking funds and cash funds, I was in awe at all of those beautiful envelopes and folders and binders and but budget-wise, I could not financially afford to spend all of that money. So because of that, I actually made my envelopes. These are cardstock in which I cut, taped. There is a link down below on how I made them. And there's also a link below on all of my sinking fund categories and why I picked them, but I have added some since then. But I try to not spend money when I don't have it, is really what it comes down to. And I may one day build up to changing all of this out again into all of those amazing envelopes. But until then, I'm using what I have around the house, which was cardstock, which I bought. Yes, I paid $5 for my envelopes, plus tape, plus time, and things that I already had. So this is just a little basket that I had around the house as well. So just trying to not overspend to save money, but eventually I will overspend because I just love all of those cute things. But for now, we're gonna make all of this work. So let's start stuffing our sinking funds. So back to school is going to get $10. Let me find a 10. You'll notice there were not tracking sheets in any of my cash fund envelopes, but there are inside of my sinking fund envelopes. And that's because whatever gets spent. I don't need to track it, but these I want to make sure that I build up and get where I need them to. So today, add 10, which should give me $64 in here. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Good, that matches. There's also 2 sides to them. This was the original side, and then when I ran out of room, I just flipped it over and started using the back side. All right, next up, car maintenance actually is gonna get money, yay! Recently had to go get an oil change, which meant that I had to pull money out, boo! But I had it, and that's why I love naming where my money is going. Oh, it's 3. I don't think I put the right date on here. I did not. I said February. Silly me. Let's make that March. All right, March. And I am adding $10 more. Yes, $10 more. Oh, that's really low. That should only give me $38 in here. Let's see. 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, but that's what happens when you spend so much money on an oil change. I don't know about your oil changes, but my car requires synthetic, which is a little bit more expensive. So car maintenance is done. Up next comes family birthdays. My husband, we always take $25 from his check and put it into family birthdays so that we can have enough money when it is time for the next child or adult in our house to have a birthday. So we're gonna add 25 more, which should give me 25, 30, 40. Should give me $340. So let us see if that's what really happens in here. So there's a 5. Oh, there's an old tracking sheet. There's a 20. All right, so 100, 200, 300, 320, 330, 335, 340. Score, that matches. We are about to have a birthday, so we're about to lose some of this money, but that's okay. I'm excited I have it. And I don't have to worry about it. We actually have a March, April, May, and June birthday. It gets really expensive really fast around here. All right, Next is retirement, which is way back. And actually, I'm not going to put that into an envelope. It actually goes into the bank, into a high interest savings account. So we're actually just going to drop that 5 in there, and away we go with that. And then tag is the next one that I need to go back to. No, savings is the next one I need to go back to. This is just an extra savings that I have in the house. We build it up, so $10 more. Every time it gets over 100, I take it to the bank. Oh, I grabbed way too much money over there. I take it to the bank and put it in, but we try to keep a little bit of money in the house. So that's what this is. So 20, 30, 40, that matches. Yay! Next up is my tag renewal. We are coming up on needing to pay tags pretty soon, so this is definitely getting a little heavy. We're going to add $5 more to it. Add 5, which should give me, oh, score, $200. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't remember how much I need for tags. It's my car, my husband's truck, my RV, or our RV, and my daughter's car. So I don't remember how much I need, but 200 was really my goal to get to. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. Hold on, 2, 4, 6, 8. There should be $200 in here. Oh no, we have a problem. 2, 4, 6, 80, 90, 95, 100. I'm going to have to do some investigating in a little while. That would be why. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about panic? There's the extra 100. This is 100 that is fake. It is in the bank right now working for me. I don't know if you could hear the panic in my voice when I did not have my 200 in here, but there's 100 here plus 100 here. That gives me my 200. Oh, can you say I feel better? I was about to lose it. All right, so tag renewal is just about there. And those are all of my savings, my cash funds that are going to get money. And then I've backed way off on my savings challenges. My savings challenges, now I'm trying to stick to $30 a month or $30 every time my husband gets paid. So these aren't going to get a whole lot. There's only a little bit in here right now. So my nickel challenge is going to get $1. My 25-cent challenge is going to get $1. My 50-cent challenge is going to get $1. My $1 challenge, which really is my Christmas challenge, is going to get $10. Now, part of this would have actually been into, I have a Christmas clothing. Oh, I took it out. I have a Christmas saving, or I have a Christmas sinking fund, and this would have gone into that Christmas sinking fund, but instead it's coming into my $1 challenge. And there's already some money hiding in there. My home improvement is going to get a $1 bill. My alphabet challenge is going to get a $1 bill. And then my holiday challenge is going to get a $5 bill. So I'm going to do some money swapping real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 for that $5 that was hiding out over there. And now we're going to put that 5 into my holidays. And then saving $2,022 in 2022 is going to get a 10. And then we have the money that's left over here. So I had $5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12 over here. I'm going to put 5 into my save 2022 and 2022. I'm going to put $2 into my nickel challenge because that's my emergency fund. I'm going to put $3 into my $1 challenge because that is my Christmas fund. And then I'm going to put $1 into my 25-cent challenge and $1 into my 50-cent challenge. And there are those all stuffed. So my cash funds are kind of helping my savings challenges grow a little faster too. If you notice, there's writing on the back of these. When I made new envelopes and I changed them all out, sometimes I reuse envelopes. So that's what this is. I'm actually in need of a little bit more tape. Do I know where the tape is? I do know where the tape is. So I actually am going to tape this up real quick. It just needs some doctor work. so that I can continue to use it. But again, just trying to be frugal right now until I feel like I have enough money saved up to go buy some of those really cool envelopes that I have seen people have. Stick that back in there. So those are my cash funds and my sinking funds that are going to get money today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.